Hey people, welcome back to my post-match reaction of the second leg of the Wednesday's games in the Champions League. Arsenal scrabbled to the semi-finals and Bayern, alongside Real Madrid, gave us a masterclass in the Champions League. Are you surprised? Like, if you didn't get to watch that Bayern Real Madrid match, I don't understand what you watched in Arsenal's match. Guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's still your girl Fehintola. Now, as I said earlier, Arsenal scrabbled to the semi-finals and Bayern showed us what it means to be top of Bundesliga, to be playing well in the Champions League, and to be in one or two other tournaments and looking to win a title. They showed us class. Real Madrid on the other side, yeah, unfortunately, I think them just being down to 10 men just destroyed everything. But let's just go into the preview proper. Let me just start with Arsenal, because Arsenal was obviously boring, right? It was a 0-0 full-time result, which means Arsenal had the 1-0 aggregate win to get into the semi-final. And should I say that that game was boring? Boring is an understatement. That game was not that all. Honestly, I'm sure the only people that maybe people who are looking to see if Sporting can do it and just get over Arsenal. Honestly, there was nothing to watch in that game. Absolutely nothing. Both sides had, I think, one or two shots on target for 90 minutes. In fact, 94 minutes. Raya on his own was just causing errors and mistakes upon mistakes, and it was just so lucky that those errors did not lead to a goal, because it would have answered question. These Arsenal fans would have dragged him by the struggle of his neck. No shot on target, probably just one shot on target from both sides. They were just running round and round, going edge to edge, doing nothing. I don't think the goalkeepers had anything to do. There was no excitement. It didn't. At some point, maybe, quote and unquote, it looked like Arsenal was going to do something. Nothing happened. Maybe I would say the one player that really impressed me tonight, Madrid, yeah, he did a lot. He tried. And I feel like the players around him, nothing got them. Gyökeres, before he was substituted, nothing happened. And Trossard that they brought in, he didn't do anything. Maybe the only player that they brought in from the bench that had impact, Doman. And I think I've been so impressed with the young guy. He has been so good, consistent, I would say. Even when it seems like every other person around him is inconsistent, it seems like he is consistent. And as I said, he impressed me. Even though he just had a few minutes in the game, he did what he had to do. And I feel like this game, what Mikel Arteta just tried to do was just ensure that they don't overplay themselves, right? Because obviously he knows that they have Man City to play at the weekend. And he knows that they can't afford to concede and then have to play extra time. And then, yeah, I don't think he was ready for that game. I think all they just wanted to do was just drag the game out and let it end in 0-0, and then just take the 1-0 aggregate win to the semi-final. The problem, however, is, yes, they are going to be facing Atletico Madrid in the semi-final. And people are saying, oh yes, if they have played them before, that was a one-off game. That was a one-off game. Not even with the fact that Atletico Madrid knows that if they win that game, they'll get to the final. Anyways, let's just wait till when the semi-final first leg is about to start. They will do a proper preview into that. But the truth is, if Arsenal goes into the semi-final with this performance in the two legs, they are out. The only reason why they are just so lucky is because it is Sporting. It is Sporting. Atletico Madrid, it's okay. They will show them what they did to Barcelona. That is what they will show Arsenal. Because that performance today, Kai Havertz, who came in, I didn't see anything. Gabriel Jesus, he didn't do anything. Nothing. Declan Rice maybe consistently. Trossard was also overplaying the ball. Eze was horrible. As I said, they should not carry this performance to Etihad against Man City. They will receive better boundary, because do you know how many times Sporting broke them on counter attack? Not once, not twice, not 3 times. Those ones were just stupid. They didn't take their chances. They were really, really not serious because they should have scored at least 2 goals tonight. But apparently, they were just not serious. Each time Arsenal played a corner, literally all the players were in Sporting's box, and the moment Sporting breaks, it's just like as if they don't have the energy to enter Arsenal's box. And I get that, yes, maybe Saliba, Gabriel, they are really quick when it comes to just going back to their main job, which is defending. But even at that, Sporting should have been quicker, which, as I said, they were not clinical enough, they were not fast enough. Their counter-attacks were not counter-attacking. They were not counter-attacking anything. So it was more like they just gave Arsenal the leeway to just do whatever as they liked in that game today. Nothing from both sides. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Mikel Arteta, it's okay. Oh. You collect a yellow card. But you're jumping up and down. At least you have something to show for it. You have got it to semi-final. The Lord help you. We'll help you and pray to at least get to the final, because the team you are going to face in that semi-final, it's alright. And then to the exciting game of the night. Bayern winning that game, what? Hi, God. You see this Bayern of a team. I've said it. Except if Real Madrid improved on their performance, they would have a chance in this game. I must say that Real Madrid played well. They played really well. They showed why they are 15 times champion of the Champions League. They showed it tonight. What was that performance? What was that game? What was that match? If you're looking for excitement, you see, of all the 4 games that were played yesterday and today, the most exciting game was that Bayern Real Madrid game. You cannot tell me anything else. That game was everything you wanted to see. Goals, defending, counter-attacking, everything. Transitional play. Man, let's just, just go through the game together. Arda, who eventually got a red card at the end of the game, obviously because of the whole tension in the game, scored 2 goals. Mbappe scored 1. Kane scored a goal. Olise, hey, God, that guy, I don't know. I will say it in my preview that if Real Madrid don't watch that guy, he will score. And he scored. He was a terrorist in their last game. And even this one, Jesus. What did he not show Militao and God? What did he not show Militao and Rudiger? As I said, I expected Rudiger to start. But what did he not show Militao and Rudiger in that game? They used their nose, in fact their tongue to count their teeth, because it was all over the place. What? Man, really, I felt like that game was just a case of just chances. Do you know how many goals in just this particular game? 7. Wow. 7 goals. Just one leg. Plus the 2 that was scored in the first leg. I'll be 3 that was scored in the first leg. It's ridiculous. It was just really. Is it counter-attacking play? Midfield battles? It was going on. Like everything, as I said, everything was in this game, honestly. I don't think there's anyone who had a bad game. The goals are just too good of a goal that you cannot fault the goalkeepers. You cannot. After the end of that game, I saw Looney on the floor like this guy don't carry grass everywhere. He don't save. Even Doya, that you would think that what is going to happen? He was just drinking water because at this point he was already tired. Goals were just, and these were not just regular goals. Like this was. Do you want to even talk of that Luis Diaz goal? Me, I don't know why Liverpool sold that guy. I still question that decision every day. Why they sold him, I would never for the life of me understand it. Look at that goal. Look at that jeez, man. Really, honestly, I just feel like this game was everything we needed. And the best team went through. Bayern. You can't say you score score 105 goals so far in a league season, and it just seems like you're struggling to. No, they were not struggling to score goals. The goalkeepers were doing the job, and that was why it looked like it just ended at this 4-3. Because if Kamavinga didn't get a red card, and I feel like yes, maybe that yellow card was a bit too soft. The first one was deserved, but that second one, yeah, maybe he shouldn't have pushed Harry Kane. Yes, I agree to that, but I don't think it was enough for him to get a red card. And obviously, with the red card, everything changed in the game, with Olise getting the goal and Luis Diaz getting that third goal. In fact, that goal was really, really important, because at that point, it was looking like the game was going to go to extra time. It was looking like it was going to go to extra time. I'm sure Real Madrid at that point were ready for extra time, because it's something I've seen Real Madrid do every time. So I'm sure they would have been ready for extra time. But the moment Kamavinga got that red card, I knew that was it. That was just it. You are 11-11. You are struggling to even defend against Bayern. So definitely, if you are down to 10 men, you have given them all the advantage that they can ever need. And the moment that red card came, yeah, 2 goals in, and that was it. With Musiala having the assist, obviously he was coming off the bench, and Musiala having an impact in the last game and this one, scoring a goal in the last one, and then having an assist in this one. It goes to show you that every single player that Bayern Munich has, whether on the bench or on the field, they are big players. They are players that will step up, absolutely step up. So definitely, if Musiala can come off the bench and still have an assist, and that pass he made back to Luis Diaz, man, that one was no look pass. God. The match was fire, really. But the last goal also from Michael Olise. What was that? Did you? Was your intention to just kill Lumi? Just hand him on? What was that? He already had a very good game. He had in fact, I'm finding it difficult to give someone man of the match in that game, because Harry Kane had a very good performance. Gnabry Serge Gnabry had a good performance before he was taken off. What's his name? Olise, who played 90 minutes, a good performance, and Upamecano gave Vinicius Junior problems. He said, "You today, you will not pass me." Vinicius Junior he tried everything. He really tried everything. There was just nothing he could have. He couldn't go past Upamecano. It was all over him each and every time Vinicius had the ball. Vinicius could not breathe. He couldn't breathe. He couldn't breathe. It was such an exciting game, end to end, from the very first minute. That first goal that came in from Gula, I think it was the 4th minute, just starting the game, and then he scores the second one. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, as I said, it was an exciting match, and Bayern has sealed their spot in the what? Semi-final. Now, don't forget that last season they weren't able to get to the semi-final. I think they even lost out at the round of 16 or even quarterfinals, I think. Yes, I think it was at the quarterfinals they lost out. But this time they've done one better to get to the semi-finals, and they are going to be playing defending champion. Chai! That is going to be hot. Really hot. Don't forget that the last time these guys faced each other, you know what happened in the FIFA Club World Cup. You know what happened. We're not going to talk about it now. But yeah, those are the people that are going to be facing each other. The semi-final is now set. Paris Saint-Germain against Bayern Munich, and Arsenal against Atletico Madrid. It's about to be interesting. It is about to get interesting. But yeah, that's the result of Wednesday's second leg quarterfinal fixture in the Champions League. What did you make of the games and the result, especially in Arias Arena? Father Lord, may Lord help us. That match was something. At some point, I didn't want it to finish. I didn't want that game to end. That was how exciting that game was. Honestly, I was just bored watching Arsenal's game, to be honest. There was nothing to watch in that one. Anyways, guys, Share your thoughts in the comment section, what you think of the games and the semi-final teams. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Okay, please, please, please. Should I need help? Please subscribe to the channel. Okay, subscribe. Okay, so please subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to put on your post notification buttons to get our latest video when they drop, and follow us on all our social media platforms at _official FSH. Guys, as I would always say, the results are in, and you saw what the results have done. Okay, as I said, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments because I'm so excited. Okay, faster matches like this is what I like to say. And the next one, the semi-final one against Bayern and Paris Saint-Germain, my mouth is watering. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye bye.